You think you know country queens? Think again. This isn't just rhinestones and sweet southern twang behind every microphone. Was a woman fighting scandal, tragedy, betrayal. And yes, a bold, unapologetic bustline that turned heads and rewrote headlines. From 36 DD icons who carried entire empires on their backs, literally, to slim-figured legends whose tiny frames held unimaginable pain. This ranking reveals what no stage spotlight ever showed. These 19 women weren't just blessed with a voice, they bore the weight of fame, body shaming, brutal marriages, and breakdowns that nearly ended it all. But who topped the chart and who hid her size in shame? You won't believe what we found. Don't blink. Don't scroll. And whatever you do, watch till the end. The final reveal will shake you. Number 1. Faith Hill. Faith Hill, born Audrey Faith Perry, captivated America with her heartfelt lyrics and elegant poise. But behind her 34-inch bust and graceful image was a woman battling deep emotional scars. Raised in Mississippi, Faith learned at age 20 that she was adopted, sending her into a spiral of identity confusion. In multiple interviews, she admitted the trauma haunted her early success, even as she dominated the charts with over 40 million albums sold. Critics accused her of abandoning country for pop, but Faith didn't flinch. Her pain came through in ballads like Breathe, which topped the Billboard Hot 100. The biggest blow came in 2019 when her adoptive father, Ted Perry, passed away. She broke down on stage during a tribute, unable to hide her grief. Though her marriage to Tim McGraw remains her anchor, the press relentlessly speculated about their struggles. Her battle with emotional abandonment, industry backlash, and family loss made her more than a star, she became a survivor. Faith's story is one of resilience. Like and share if her journey moved you. Number 2. Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood's rise from small-town girl to global superstar was explosive, but it came with crushing pain. At just 5'3" with a 34-inch bust, her powerful voice took center stage, but a 2017 fall at home fractured her face and left her needing over 40 stitches. She disappeared from the spotlight, terrified of how fans would react. "I didn't know how I was going to look," she told People, revealing a hidden side to her otherwise perfect public image. Since childhood, she's quietly managed ADHD, a condition rarely discussed openly in country circles. Her book, Find Your Path, laid bare her struggles. 5 heartbreaking miscarriages in just 2 years nearly broke her spirit. She admits her faith was tested, praying nightly for answers. With 65 million records sold, she is among the most commercially successful country artists ever. Yet behind the scenes, she battled self-doubt, grief, and emotional exhaustion. Carrie's story is one of silent strength. Comment below if her courage inspires you. Number 3. Leanne Rimes. Leanne Rimes was a child sensation with a 34-inch bust and the voice of a seasoned star, winning a Grammy at just 14. But fame turned toxic quickly. Her own father sued her over mismanaged earnings, and she countersued, leading to a brutal public feud that scarred her emotionally. In 2012, she entered treatment for anxiety and depression, admitting she couldn't cope with the pressure. Her affair with actor Eddie Cibrian, both married at the time, ignited a scandal that branded her a homewrecker across national tabloids. Rimes later confessed the guilt nearly ruined her. In her memoir, What I Cannot Change, she wrote about struggling to sleep and crying daily. Vocal cord damage in 2023 threatened to end her career, forcing surgery and vocal rehab. Despite these hits, she's sold over 48 million records and continues to fight for her place in an industry that chewed her up. Leanne's tale is raw and real. Hit the notification bell to follow her incredible journey. Number 4. Pam Tillis. Pam Tillis was born into stardom, but that didn't make the road easier. With an estimated 34-inch bust and undeniable charm, she still battled to escape her father Mel Tillis's shadow. Critics were harsh, constantly comparing her style to his. Despite earning CMA nominations and selling 7 million records, she never shook off that inherited pressure. When her father died in 2017, Pam crumbled. In a tearful Billboard interview, she confessed she had lost the one man who believed in her no matter what. Her 1990s divorce left her financially drained, forcing her to start over in her 40s. Then came another secret stage fright. Despite her confident image, Pam admitted in 2019 to the Tennessean that she often battled paralyzing fear before walking on stage. Yet, she kept performing, driven by duty and legacy. Her survival in a world that expected her to be someone else makes her story unforgettable. Number 5. K.T. Oslin. K.T. Oslin broke every rule in country music. Starting her career in her 40s with a 34-inch bust and Broadway flair, she shattered expectations. But success didn't come without a cost. In 1995, she underwent quadruple bypass heart surgery, a procedure with a 2% mortality risk at the time. It sidelined her for years. Later, she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, forcing her into assisted living, her once vibrant energy stolen. Her 2018 NPR interview exposed the truth she had to sell her Nashville home to cover medical bills. Despite winning 3 Grammys, the system let her down. Rumors of alcoholism dogged her for decades, though never confirmed. In 2020, she died from COVID-19 complications, largely forgotten by the mainstream. Yet her impact lives on in her bold lyrics about women's realities, something rare in a male-dominated industry. K.T.'s courage remains legendary. Number 6. Shania Twain. Shania Twain dominated the globe with her 36-inch bust and unapologetic confidence, but her life was anything but glamorous. She watched her stepfather beat her mother, and by 22, both parents were dead in a tragic car accident. She became guardian to her younger siblings, sacrificing her dreams for survival. Fame came fast, 100 million albums sold, but in 2003, Lyme disease nearly ended her career. It attacked her vocal cords, and she lost her voice for years. Then came the ultimate betrayal. Her husband, Mutt Lange, cheated with her best friend. Shattered, she divorced him and, in a shocking twist, married the best friend's ex-husband. Twain called it a miracle that she could trust again. Her 2017 comeback was a testament to survival, but she still battles vocal issues. She's not just a country star, she's a symbol of endurance. Shania's story is unbelievable. Comment below if you've followed her journey. Number 7. Reba McIntyre. Reba McIntyre, with her commanding 37-inch bust and stage presence, lived a life full of glory and grief. In 1991, tragedy struck when her tour plane crashed, killing 8 of her band members. Reba, spared by chance, suffered immense guilt. Her album, For My Broken Heart, was a direct response, selling over 4 million copies and becoming her healing anthem. Then came her shocking 2015 divorce from Narvel Blackstock after 26 years. She admitted in People that the split wasn't her choice, and she had to learn how to move on. Reba's health also faltered. She faced vocal cord fatigue that jeopardized her voice. Yet, she built a philanthropic empire with Reba's ranch house and refused to slow down, even at 70. Critics sometimes attacked her political stances, but she never backed down. Reba isn't just a queen, she's a fighter. Number 8. Tanya Tucker. Tanya Tucker's 37-inch bust and fearless voice made headlines, but her demons nearly destroyed her. At 13, she was a sensation. By 25, she was an addict. Her volatile relationship with Glenn Campbell was tabloid gold domestic disputes, drug-fueled outbursts, and rehab stays were constant. In 1988, she was arrested for public intoxication, captured in a mugshot that haunted her career. Bankruptcy followed in the 90s, and rumors of suicide attempts swirled, though never confirmed. Yet she kept fighting. Her daughter's drug problems mirrored her own past, and Tanya often broke down during interviews, fearing she'd failed as a mother. Against all odds, her 2019 Grammy win at 61 shocked the world. She said, "I thought I was forgotten," but she wasn't. Tanya's raw honesty and resilience make her unforgettable. Number 9. June Carter Cash. June Carter Cash was more than Johnny Cash's wife. With a 36-inch bust and comedic chops, she held her family together while battling pain behind closed doors. Johnny's drug addiction nearly wrecked their lives. June intervened more than once, even staging interventions and threatening to leave unless he got help. Behind her laughter on the Johnny Cash show were real tears, her daughter Carlene's addiction, public scrutiny, and her own heart issues that required surgery in her final years. She died in 2003, just months before Johnny, breaking hearts worldwide. Her contribution to gospel music earned her a posthumous Christian Music Hall of Fame spot. Yet she rarely got credit for the emotional labor that saved a legend. June's strength wasn't just in music, it was in survival. Number 10. Barbara Mandrel. Barbara Mandrel's career came crashing down literally. With a 36-inch bust and signature smile, she was at her peak when a 1984 car accident left her with a traumatic brain injury and memory loss. She was 36 and couldn't even remember lyrics to her own songs. Chronic pain from the crash haunted her for decades. In her memoir, Get to the Heart, she revealed the accident destroyed her confidence. Her early divorce and sibling rivalry only added to the pressure. Barbara's sisters resented her fame, and it fractured their once tight bond. Though she tried to return to performing, the spark was gone. She retired in 1997, turning to real estate for income. Yet she used her pain for good, campaigning for stricter driving laws, saving countless lives. Her Hall of Fame induction in 2009 was bittersweet. Barbara's rise and fall was sudden, tragic, and unforgettable. Comment if you still remember her golden days. Number 11. Dotty West. Dotty West, with her 36-inch bust and glittery charm, made history as the first female country artist to win a Grammy. But her trailblazing career collapsed in tragedy. Despite selling millions and breaking into mainstream TV with The Dukes of Hazzard, her 1990 bankruptcy shocked Nashville. She was forced to auction her mansion, car, and stage wardrobe. Behind the glitz, West endured 2 abusive marriages, one to a man 20 years her junior, who manipulated her emotionally and financially. According to her son's 2015 documentary interview, her health suffered from years of rumored diet pill abuse, a hidden battle Nashville insiders whispered about but never confirmed. In 1991, while rushing to a Grand Ole Opry appearance, she crashed her car, dying days later from internal injuries. She was just 58. Kenny Rogers called her death a loss to everyone who loved the real country. Dottie's fall was steep, and her absence still stings. Share this video to remember a legend lost too soon. Number 12. Tammy Winnette. Tammy Winnette lived a life that could have been written by a soap opera writer. Her 36-inch bust and fragile elegance became symbols of vulnerability in country music. But behind Stand By Your Man were 26 surgeries, lifelong painkiller addiction, and 5 failed marriages. Her tumultuous relationship with George Jones became tabloid fodder, full of drunken fights and arrests. In 1978, she was reportedly kidnapped, beaten, and left by the roadside, a story some family members later questioned. Her daughters confirmed Tammy's prescription drug dependency, revealing how it damaged their family. Winnette's relentless touring was less about ambition than financial necessity. She died in 1998 from a blood clot, just 55. In 2010, her daughters sued over her estate, alleging fraud and theft. Her legacy is complicated, adored by fans but surrounded by chaos. Still, her voice echoed pain and authenticity like no other. Number 13. Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn's life was country music's truest Cinderella story, but with dark chapters the public rarely saw. With a 36-inch bust and fierce Appalachian pride, she transformed hardship into hits. Married at 15 to a man who beat and cheated on her, she raised 6 children while crafting hits like The Pill. In 1984, her 34-year-old son Jack drowned while crossing a river on horseback. She spiraled into a breakdown, missing shows and interviews, and later confessed to people she barely survived it. Despite her $65 million fortune at death, Loretta never escaped the trauma of early poverty. She kept the same rural home for decades, refusing L.A. mansions. After a 2017 stroke and a 2018 hip fracture, many assumed her career was over, but she stunned everyone with a 2021 album. Her 2022 death at 90 marked the end of an era. Loretta's grit is unforgettable. Number 14. Jeanie C Riley. Jeanie C Riley's 36-inch bust and rebellious sass made her a household name in 1968, but that fame unraveled fast. Harper Valley, P.E.T. Adik sold 6 million copies, but Riley's stardom vanished just as quickly. In a 2018 Texas Monthly interview, she said she couldn't book gigs by the mid-70s. Her conversion to born-again Christianity in the 80s alienated her liberal fan base. A messy divorce from her manager husband, who was physically abusive, left her nearly homeless. Her involvement in a failed business venture led to fraud charges in the 1990s, landing her in court and on the verge of jail time. Depression followed, compounded by her daughter's addiction struggles. Riley's 2012 memoir, The Price of Fame, exposed years of regret, abuse, and emotional collapse. She remains a cautionary tale in Nashville. Success without support can destroy you. Jeannie's fall was brutal. Number 15. Trisha Yearwood. Trisha Yearwood, with her 36-inch bust and golden voice, exuded warmth, but her private life held heartbreak. In 2011, she lost her mother to cancer, a grief she channeled into cooking and philanthropy. Despite a $100 million empire with Garth Brooks, Trisha remembers the days she couldn't afford rent as a Nashville intern. Her first marriage ended when her husband spiraled into addiction, and, she said, in people, it left her ashamed and broken. In 2018, vocal cord damage nearly ended her singing career. Critics slammed her cooking show on Food Network for promoting unhealthy eating, but she doubled down, saying, "I'm not here to impress food snobs." Trisha's recovery professionally and emotionally was not easy, but her authenticity made fans love her more. Through grief, divorce, and criticism, she kept her voice strong. Trisha's journey is one of quiet courage. Number 16. Rita Culage. Rita Coolage's 36-inch bust and sultry voice carried her to pop country fame, but trauma followed close behind. In the 70s, she was caught between Eric Clapton and Jim Gordon, both of whom emotionally manipulated her. In 1983, Gordon murdered his mother during a psychotic break. Coolidge had once loved him, and the horror haunted her. Her marriage to Kris Kristofferson began in passion and ended in despair. Kristofferson admitted to Rolling Stone that his alcoholism ruined them. Their daughter's emotional issues became another challenge, leaving Rita to parent solo. She faced accusations of stealing her Native American identity, despite verified Cherokee ancestry, which affected her bookings and endorsements. Her finances crumbled in the 90s, forcing her to sing in casinos just to survive. Her 2016 memoir, Delta Lady, unveiled a brutal account of domestic violence, professional betrayal, and survival. Rita's soul bled through every lyric. Number 17. Minnie Pearl. Minnie Pearl, known for her 36-inch bust, price tag hat, and booming laugh, hid a life filled with sadness. Offstage, Sarah Cannon was nothing like her character. In the 1980s, she battled breast cancer in silence, refusing to make it public until after her 1991 stroke left her unable to perform. Her fans were stunned. The woman who made the world laugh could no longer speak. She died in 1996 after years confined to a bed, her husband revealing that she suffered severe depression in her final years. Though never able to have children, she poured love into charity work, raising millions for children's hospitals. Her memoir revealed struggles with identity, living in character for 50 years, blurred the line between performance and reality. She told the Tennessean once, "Minnie lived, but I disappeared." Her pain was real, but so was her legacy. Share this video if Minnie made you smile. Number 18. Winana Jud. Winana Jud, with her commanding 38-inch bust and powerhouse voice, should have had it all, but chaos followed her. Her mother Naomi's lifelong battle with depression ended in suicide in 2022, just one day before their Country Music Hall of Fame induction. Winana's relationship with her mother was fraught, and she admitted feeling gutted and guilty in interviews. Her personal life was no easier. She was arrested for DUI in 2003, and in 2007 fought for custody of her daughter, who was using drugs. Her 2012 marriage to drummer Cactus Moser nearly ended after his motorcycle crash and leg amputation. She stayed by his side, helping him recover. Winana's fluctuating weight became tabloid bait, and she admitted to suffering from binge eating disorder in her memoir. Despite this, her voice never wavered. She won a Grammy in 2020, proving her power. Her life is messy, raw, and real. Like this video if you've ever admired her strength. Number 19. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton's 41-inch bust 36DD bra may be her most recognizable physical trait, but it's only the surface of a life marked by struggle, survival, and unshakable grit. Born in 1946, in a one-room cabin in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, Dolly was the fourth of 12 children. Her family was so poor that she famously said they bathed in the same water, reused for each child. "We were dirt poor, but we had love," she told Rolling Stone. That love, however, didn't protect her from ridicule. As she grew older and developed her bold sense of fashion and signature curves, she was mocked by townspeople and even some family members. But Dolly never backed down. Behind the glitz and glamour was a woman quietly breaking down. In the 1980s, the pressure of fame, infertility, and relentless touring pushed her into a deep depression. In her memoir, Dolly My Life and Other Unfinished Business, she admitted she contemplated suicide at her lowest point. Endometriosis led to a full hysterectomy, ending any hope of having children, a pain she rarely discusses. "God has a plan for me," she later said, "but not having children was the greatest heartbreak of my life." She's since poured her maternal energy into thousands of children through the Imagination Library, donating over 200 million books globally. Physically, the toll of carrying a 36DD bust caused serious back problems. In 2003, and again in 2011, she underwent costly breast reduction surgeries, each totaling nearly $500 $1,000. Still, the media fixated on her appearance more than her pain. Despite all this, Dolly continued to work tirelessly, releasing albums, starring in films like Steel Magnolias, and donating $1 million to Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine research in 2020. But in 2025, tragedy struck again. Her beloved husband, Carl Dean, whom she married in 1966 and famously kept out of the spotlight, passed away quietly in their Nashville home. The couple had been married for 58 years. Dolly was devastated, sharing in a social media post that her world went quiet. It was the final blow in a life filled with silent suffering. Yet, through all of it, Dolly Parton stands unbroken. She isn't just a country legend, she's a symbol of resilience, generosity, and honesty in an industry that often rewards the opposite. Like and share if Dolly's strength inspires you. These 19 legendary women weren't just country music icons, they were fighters, survivors, and voices for millions who saw their own pain reflected in the spotlight. Behind the glitter, fame, and flawless vocals were stories of betrayal, illness, heartbreak, and unbelievable strength. If their truth moved you, make sure to like, share, and comment below. Their legacy deserves to be heard.